Hey, what's up? This is Chris, and today we are building the neo75 CU, the copper bottom version. We have DCS Walkman to put on top of that. We have Keybay W1 switches. We have the solder PCB, so we're going to solder that up, the carbon fiber plate. So here we go. Let's just dive right in and check it out. Right here we have, I'm assuming, Neo stabilizers. Okay, this is the carbon fiber plate. Very nice. All right, and here we go. This is the PCB. Super nice Neo screen printed on top. We have the pogo pin system, so no JST or ribbon cables. And of course, this is the solder version, which is really nice. Next up, it looks like we have these. So these are black or gray feet for the bottom of the board. These appear to be the gaskets and the bottom mount hardware. We have some extra screws, an extra bumper. So there we go. Those look like to be a few extras. Ooh, Cornflower. You're not kidding. Look at this. All right, so we have the Cornflower colorway, just a bright, vibrant blue. And then, of course, the super nice copper bottom, and then that vortex weight. I mean, are you kidding me? All right, we'll keep the plastic on it until we're ready to build it. The first thing we need to do is build our stabilizers. Next step is getting the stabilizers installed onto the PCB. So you want to be sure the Neo logo is facing up. The pogo pins are on the bottom there. So we'll start over here. On the right hand side, we have the enter key. We're going to put the front into the big hole, and we're going to clip in to the small hole. And there we go. Everything's ready to go with the PCB. Let's move this over here. Next step is to put our plate on top and get our switches in. All right, time for switches. Let's get a bunch of these out.
Hey.
Good morning. Hi, Doochie. I was just putting the switches in my keyboard. Ooh.
Can I do that too?
Yeah, for sure. All right, this is my first real choice here. As you can see, there's two spots. We're going to use stepped caps, which is the series of pins further to the left. Looking good. Okay, so here we have the PCB. All the switches have been inserted. All ready to go. We're going to flip it over and we're going to solder these in. So, all right, here we go. So we're going to solder it in. Let's turn on our soldering iron, heat that up. A little over 300 degrees. We're going to turn on our exhaust fan. And here we go. All right, looks good to me. Let's unplug our pine saw. We'll put that up here back on its holder. Let that cool off. So there we go. We have all of the switches soldered in. Now it's time to drop this in the case. One thing we need to do is obviously put our gaskets on. So let's get our gaskets out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and attach the gaskets to the plate itself. Now the gaskets have some little bumps on the bottom. Those you want to be facing down. But we are going to try just the gasket mount for now. So let's put these back. Let's uncover our board here. It looks awesome. Here we go. Again, this is a ball catch system, so we should be able to just pop the top of the case off. Very nice. We'll set that right there. So we're going to set this over here along with the foam that we're not going to use. Now, we just need to drop our PCB in. And there we go. Let's put our case on top. It's that easy. I mean, it seems too easy. Like, it seems like maybe we're missing a step here, but no, it's just as easy as that. Drop it, done. So we're gonna click, click. Did not want to click on that side. So let's try that again. Oh, I'm an idiot, that's why. All right, no wonder it wouldn't click. If you use the badge, you can't put a switch in up here. There we go. Oof. The case should fit now. Nice and easy. There it is. The precision on this board, my goodness. Okay. So there we go. We got it all in. Let's do the keycaps. Oh, you know what? Let's do the feet. There we go. All right, now it's time for keycaps. This is DCS Walkman from Drop. This is a really cool set. We also have the novelties, so we'll work some of those into the system as well. Oh my gosh. This looks so good with Cornflower already. Here we go. All right. Keycaps are on. Ooh, camera's a bit wonky. Keycaps are on. Keyboard is built. We are ready to plug it in. Do a sound test. Let's drink some coffee. But before I forget, I would like to weigh it. So let's see. We were at 4 pounds, 15 ounces last time. Let's see where we are at now. 5 pounds, 13.8 ounces. So we almost added a pound. So the switches, plate, PCB, keycaps, little gaskets, all of that adds up to about a pound, almost. So fully built, it's 5.8 pounds. Almost 6 pounds. One of my heavier boards, for sure. So let's pop this on. Oh, for those of you overseas, let's switch this to grams. 2,658 grams. I don't know if you can read that. 2660 grams. Let's plug it in, see what it sounds like. I am very excited. Okay, well, I already think it's mega stiff. There is not a lot of play to it, so I'm not going to even try isolated bottom mount. We don't need it any stiffer than it is. It already has a ton of clack to it. So these Keybay W1s are a long pole switch, definitely very loud. This is, I want to say these are PBT keycaps. So they're not ABS, so they're going to be a little louder. ABS tends to absorb a little bit more in my experience. So that being said, I don't think we're going to do bottom isolated mount at all because it is absolutely already stiff and perfect and loud as is with just the gasket mount. So the mods are well done. I just can't get over the look of this board. I love the blues match so well, and the orange just really ties in to the orbit badge up there. So overall, I think this is a total winner. It's very loud. There we have it, the neo75 CU. This was awesome. This was a long time coming. I think it turned out perfect. We matched things really well with the keycaps. The switches are loud and awesome. So we went gasket mount, which is loud enough as it is. We did not try isolated bottom mount, but there's always that too if you feel like you need it to get even louder. So there you have it. Thank you for coming along for the ride. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you soon for another board. In the meantime, take it easy. Peace.